Hey boys, welcome back. This is Mr. Case Willie here, bringing you another Southend United Football Club career mode on FIFA 15. First of all, I just want to talk about how the season's going. You can see this on my bottom right of the screen. Southend United in 5th place, rocking 7 points after 4 matches. That's not where I thought I'd be. Thought I'd be doing a little bit better. You see me going through here, going through my squad, and you can see I'm really dry. Like, I got no backup players. Both Mandron and Weston, my 2 strikers that I was going to depend on all season, are out. So all that's left is Core and Colthurst, and that's not good enough. I need some strikers, so I'm going to go out and request or inquire about Jack Redshaw, Morecambe's leading striker, and I think it's their only good striker, to be honest. Putting up 130 grand for him, 150 grand, pardon me. After that, going for the strong man, well known by everybody in the FIFA community, Akin Fenwa, putting up 130 grand for him. I'd like to have him, to be honest. He's a great player. I think he'd fit into my playing style very well with this team, so he'd be a great buy. Going after Carlisle United's Mark Beck, he looks like a quality striker. My scouts say he's looking pretty good, and he's a future star. So I'm going to go ahead and offer about 150 grand for him, seeing if they'll bite on that. It's a little bit more than he's worth. Also going after 6'2" striker Wes Fletcher from York City. 6'2", he's got good strength, got decent pace for someone who's that height. I believe he'd be a good buy for us too. That's also along with Byron Harrison, Cheltenham Town's man. He's having a poor form, so maybe we can get him for a cheaper price, which is what I've tried to do in previous FIFAs. So we're going to offer 150 grand, seeing if they'll bite on that. Now, Rene Howe, Newport striker, 27-year-old, going to put up about 130 grand for him. In between what they think I should pay for him. Chris Zabrowski, I know he's a quality player. I've had him in multiple career modes. I'm going to put up 150 grand because I really like this guy. I'd be ecstatic to have him on my team. Now, breaking into our first game against Oxford United. Now, this is a big game, as you'll see in the standings. They are in 5th, I think, and I am in 4th. Sorry, other way around. They are 1 point ahead of me. They have 2 wins, 2 draws. We have 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. Now, this is going to be a big game for us. We need to. This was a must-win. Starting off, Core and Colthurst up top, with Leonard and Fofana in the middle, Hurst, Timlin on the wings, Prosser, and I can never pronounce that guy that I have on loan at center back. Now Barnett threw balls to Potter. Potter then catches my goalkeeper Bentley out, crosses into Collins, and Collins puts it in. Great teamwork shown by Oxford United. He tucks it away in the bottom left, and I think this was a great goal by Collins. One-time volleying it right inside the post, bouncing it off the ground. I thought this was a great goal, and I wasn't mad going down 1-0 until I saw the replay. And once you see this replay, you'll understand why I was pissed off. Now right here, Potter catches my goalkeeper out. Bentley's retreating, crosses it, and Collins shoots it. Goalkeeper just falls over. And then my defender tries to hit it with his ass. Doesn't try to get a body in front of it. Right here, tries to hit it with his ass. No, that's not how you're supposed to defend. He had plenty of time to get there, and you can see how pissed our goalkeeper Bentley is. And on the 16th minute, Fofana and Hurst playing really well together. I really like that combo. Now Hurst is showing some pace, passing into Fofana. Fofana cutting it back, passing it to Hurst. Hurst then taking his time, through balling it, or passing it inside to Fofana. Fofana beating the center back in with a horrible cross. Great opportunity for a goal or a chance for a goal, and they fuck it up. On the 44th minute, White with, I didn't see the foul here, but gives up a foul in a dangerous area. Did not get a card, but this is a free kick for Ernesto that I do not want to give up. In the 44th minute, like right here, he doesn't even touch it. I don't even see contact. He slides. I guess the studs were up, but I don't see the penalty there. Giving up a horrible free kick for Ernesto. They line up with 2 men behind the ball. First guy runs over the ball after I receive a yellow card for trying to move my wall up. tries to run over the ball, and Ernesto goes in and tucks it over the wall, back down, and just outside the post. I can see why Ernesto's pissed. Look at this. He puts it up, over. Goalkeeper is caught, doesn't even move, puts it like probably a foot out. And that's how the first half's going to end here, boys. 1-0 to Oxford United. Now hopefully we can pick it back up in the second half. In the 58th minute, Core kind of fiddling around with it in midfield, splits the defenders, sprints past them, puts a finesse shot through, and puts it miles wide. I mean miles. I don't understand how you missed it by that far when you're that far out, but who knows. In the 70th minute, Clifford threw balls to Colthurst. Colthurst really showing some pace here, breaking in, splitting the defenders, cutting it back inside, finesse shotting it, and puts it right at the keeper's chest. I don't understand how you do that, but whatever. In the 80th minute, Core power shots after beating a defender, puts it inside the post, but the goalkeeper, Wright, was on top of his game today, and that's how this game was going to end, 1-0 to Oxford United. I can't believe we lost. That was a huge game, and we should have won that game. I really believe that that game was ours, and we needed to win it. But that puts us down, losing 1-0 to Oxford United, leaving us, even farther out. Now going back to our emails, because it is still the transfer window, they don't want to sell Zabrowski. Shane McNarton's too valuable to them for Accrington Stanley. I'd say, okay, Rini Howe, too valuable for us, for Newport County. We got Byron Harrison. They say he's valuable, but we'll take $240,000 for him, and I don't have that kind of cash. Wes Fletcher, they say we can't accept the terms because the player is too valuable to us. So they won't sell him. Mark Beck, they believe the sum is too low, and I offered $150,000 for him, so I believe that was enough to get him away. I don't think he's that great of a player, but I think he's worth $150,000. But they're trying to be cheap, and they want a lot more money. Seeing there, he's worth $110,000, and they want anywhere between $365,000 to somewhere in over $500,000. I'm not paying for somebody for that quality for over $500,000. Akin Fenwood just recently moved to the club, and Jack Redshaw is too valuable. Now going into the Mexican League, Tijuana. Armando Moreno, good, agile, young, fast striker. He's a little short, 5'7", United States striker, but I think he's okay. I think he can be what we need. He's short, he's fast, he's agile, and they say we will accept a bid of $170,000. So I say, okay, but wait, shit, I don't have that money. So I'll go ahead and offer them $150,000 for Armando Moreno, the 18-year-old striker in Tijuana. They go ahead and accept it for $150,000, and I'm thinking this is a steal. This is a good buy. I know he's probably a 57, 58 overall. He does turn out to be a 57, but his potential is high 60s, low 70s, depending on how much you play him. And for a Road to Glory series, he can probably lead us to the championship, maybe be a backup and or reserve player when we get to the championship or Premier League. They go ahead and he goes ahead and accepts that 4-year contract on the wages of $1,000 a week, and I think honestly that's a steal. And right now I am in dire need of a striker. With two of my main strikers out, I need a striker. Because all I have is Core and Colthurst right now, and Lynn, I think his name is, and he's in the 40s, and I'm better off just having an empty spot than having him. But I'm looking here at Dylan Easton, St. Johnston striker, 20 years old. They're saying they only want $90,000, so I put in a bid for him, but I really didn't want him, to be 100% honest, but that wages is what got me. And yeah, I was battling with myself, and you can see I'm really waiting a long time here because I'm really battling. I'm looking up, who's better and who's going to be better in the long run. I mean, $90,000 for Dylan Easton, but on $1,500 wage, or Armando Moreno, who only cost me $150,000, but he's only on $1,000 wage. And I believe that Armando Moreno will fit in best, being a short, agile, really quick striker. So I go ahead and say, F it, I want Armando Moreno, and I will accept that contract offer and welcome to the club Armando Moreno. You're going to take your place alongside Core until Mandron and Weston come back from their injuries, and you will be you'll be an important first team player, probably playing in all cup games and filling in for fitness. So I think that was a great buy on transfer deadline or near transfer deadline day. 57 overall, has a potential to be a 68 to 72 depending on how much you play him. Now this is his first game going up against Burton Albion, the Brewers. Now we're at Court Lane, we're at Burton Albion, and this is a must-win too. I mean, after that loss against Oxford United, putting us at the bottom of the playoff table, we need a win. We need to really step it up here. And this game was horrible. I mean, horrible. There were barely any highlights. The game was fought at midfield, and yeah, it just wasn't a fun game to play. I actually was very agitated, losing the ball, not having much possession, but it was all in midfield. I'd get the ball, they'd steal it. They get the ball, I'd steal it, and that's just how it went for the majority of the game. But the first highlight did come right off of kickoff, and you can see how I lined up my setup here with Moreno and Core up top. Once again with Leonard and Fofana in the midfield, Hurst but this time I put Barker in at left mid. And our first highlight coming off right off of kickoff here. Now we start pressing with Core and Moreno. Moreno picks him off, just steals the ball right from under his feet, right when he tries to turn, cuts in, fake shot to the right, and tucks it inside low corner past the Burton Albion Brewers goalkeeper. 2 minutes into his debut game, Moreno already scoring a goal. Fantastic. And the team is going wild around him. Shrimper fans going nuts for the new man coming in. Amazing signing in my opinion. He's fast, he's agile, he's good at dribbling, and he's calm. As an 18-year-old, it's pretty nerve-wracking to really be going one-on-one with a keeper for your professional debut with a club in England, after coming from a team in Mexico which you weren't getting any playing time and they wanted to loan you out. It's a great goal from Moreno, and I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of that in Football League 2. Now here, Coker then threw balls it to Barker. Barker then puts it across to Core. Core goes up for the header and gets wrecked. I mean destroyed by Burton Albion's center back. Ref blows the whistle here. Core is hurt. Core's injured. And I'm thinking, oh shit. This is why I brought in Moreno, because I needed another striker in case this happened. Core, as you'll see at the end of this game, is out for 3 months with a broken collarbone, devastating our lineup. That means we have Mandron, Weston, and Core both out, or all out, with injuries. And this is not how I want to start out my Southend United career mode. I wanted to take them to the top, have the best team in Football League 2, and yeah, that's just not happening right now. And I don't see how I'm going to get promoted now until these guys come back from injuries or have a good recovery. And right here, I'm just fooling around with the ball. Fofana gets the ball, through balls it. Moreno showing his pace here. I really like the pace there. That's just an example of how his pace works, how he operates. I think he's a great player, and I believe that he will turn out to be a great player for Southend United in this Road to Glory career mode. Now, this is like, for an example, this is what I was talking about. There's really nothing going on. This whole game was fought at midfield. I'd get the ball, they'd push up into my zone, and then I'd get the ball back and then go up to their zone. And it was an endless cycle, and it never ended. It just kept possession the entire game. And maybe it was my fault. I mean, I wasn't passing very well.